Hey guys, Hook Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Well, it's Labor Day, so I'm glad I got the day off today. Had my fantasy football draft last night, one of them, and had that last night. Some of us guys that do YouTube channels decided to get together and do a fantasy football league. So we had our draft last night, so that was pretty cool. But guys, today on this episode, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to talk about some of the players that aren't in the Hall of Fame, and actually one in particular player that's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. We're going to talk about him today. I'll probably do a little series on this of players that I think that should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, personally, I guess you could say I'm a person that wants a bigger Hall of Fame instead of a smaller Hall of Fame and everything. And I feel like, you know, if a player's a great player, he should be in there. And this player that I want to talk about today is David Concepcion. And I'm going to put this card up on the screen there. But David Concepcion is, he's one of my favorite players as a kid, you know, because I was a big fan of the Big Red Machine and everything. And I really think that, excuse me, I really think that he should be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to talk about some of his stats today that should make him a Hall of Famer and everything. One of the reasons why I think that he's probably not in the Hall of Fame is because of playing with the Big Red Machine. What was there, 4 guys on that team? Well, let's see. So Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, Joe Morgan are in the Hall of Fame there, and Pete Rose will be, once he passes away, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. But you just had some great players on that team, and I feel like David Concepcion was kind of just overlooked, and he really shouldn't have been, because if you asked any of those players that I just named if David Concepcion should be in the Hall of Fame, I guarantee you every single one of them would say yes, and they would say that they wouldn't have won the 2 championships without him, with that Big Red Machine. So yeah, but oh, you know what, I wanted to talk about this card a little bit here. So like I said, I got that up on the screen. If you look at this card, it's really cool that he's only got one batting glove, and if you look at that batting glove, it looks like just a leather glove, not really a batting glove that you would see in today's baseball world. So, but yeah, this card, this is one of my favorite cards of his. Actually the 1975 Topps card, I really like that one as well. And it's funny because I guess the 71, his rookie card's his most valuable card, and but his second most valuable card would probably be, now this is with Topps and just his base cards. I say his second most expensive card would be the 73 card, because it was a high number card. But if I'm gonna put this up on the screen as well, but if you look at this card, it's not a very desirable card, honestly, you know. But yeah, that's probably his second most expensive card. All right, guys. Well, let me just get to some of the stats here and everything. All right, so David Concepcion played from 1970 through 1988. He was a 9-time All-Star, 8 straight from 1975 to 82. So like I said, you could see how, you know, in the 70s, he was definitely one of the best players in the 70s. And, you know, a lot of people talk about, Ozzie Smith being a great defensive player, and he was, no doubt. He, 13 gold gloves and everything. But, you know, Concepcion was really good in his time, you know, in the 70s and everything. He was a 5-time Gold Glove winner, and as a hitter, he was a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner. Like I had said, he had won 2 World Series, and actually, out of those 9 All-Star games in 1982, he was an All-Star MVP. Okay, so for his hitting wise, like if you compare his hitting to, like, let's say Ozzie Smith, obviously Ozzie Smith, you know, he got into the Hall of Fame because of his defense. But like I said, I mean, you know, Dave Concepcion is a 5-time Gold Glove winner and everything. You could see that his defense was great, and I'm sure some of those years that he didn't get the Gold Glove, he may have finished second in that. And but he had 2,326 hits. He had 321 stolen bases. His batting average was 267, you know, which isn't great, but, you know, as shortstops go, that was really good. I mean, because if you compare him to, you know, different shortstops, I guarantee you his batting average is as good as was Ozzy's. Matter of fact, here in a minute, I think I'm going to put this little chart up that a buddy sent me. But his on-base percentage was 322. And here, let me put this Ozzie Smith and Dave Concepcion chart up right here. As you can see that that Davey had more home runs, more RBIs, better batting average, better slugging, OPS plus. And like I said, he had, what was it? Maybe, I think it's 100 less hits. And, but that was with Ozzie getting over 1,000 more at-bats than him. So, Davey won 2 championships compared to Ozzie's 1. And like I said, Ozzie definitely has the Gold Gloves on him defensively. Ozzie was probably the best ever to play shortstop. But, I mean, I would put, I don't know how many shortstops are in the Hall of Fame. I should have looked that up. But I would say maybe 25. And there's no doubt that Concepcion would be somewhere in the top 20 of those 25. I guarantee you. Now, here's the thing: you have to kind of look at it as the era that he played, who the players that he was playing against. You know, because if you compare him to like Phil Rizzuto or Pee Wee Reese, I mean, well, Davey's numbers are better than those and everything. You compare him, like I said, you compare him to Ozzie, his numbers are better than those. The guys in the middle there, I mean, he was one of the best shortstops in the 70s. So he definitely should have made the Hall of Fame. And once again, like I said, I think the reason why he didn't make the Hall of Fame was because of all the other guys that were on that big red machine. You know, Johnny Bench, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez. Like I said, Pete Rose hadn't made it yet, but he will, unfortunately, when he passes away. I'm sure he'll get in then. I mean, and you got to take into account George Foster, you know, was dominating then. So I feel like David Concepcion kind of gets left behind. And I would love to hear some of you guys' opinions on this. Do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame? Should he not be in the Hall of Fame? Like I said, I feel like more people should be in the Hall of Fame. If somebody's great, I mean, I know that, you know, batting 260, what was it, 267 is not great, but for a shortstop that's a great defensive player as well, I mean, he kind of did it on both sides of the field, you know, and batting and fielding and everything. And I feel like he should be in. But like I said, I'd love to hear your all's opinion on this. So if you would, comment, let me know. You know, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. And guys, we're going to cut this off now. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask that you do so, guys. And like I said, please comment and let me know what you think about David Concepcion, whether he should be in the Hall of Fame or not. Well, guys, until next time, we'll see you later.